Ever watch an MMA fight and think, damn, these guys are beasts? You see the sweat, the blood, the knockouts. But trust me, that's just the highlight reel. What you don't see is the real fight, the one that starts way before the cage and never really ends when the lights go out. If you think being an MMA fighter is just about training, lifting, and punching people in the face, oh man, you're only scratching the surface. Let's talk about the stuff they don't post on Instagram. The early mornings where their body screams at them to stay in bed, but they get up anyway. The days when their knuckles are split open, ribs bruised, and their coach still says, one more round. It's not glamorous. There's no filter that makes pain pretty. It's raw. It's lonely. It's discipline on a whole other level. And then there's the mental war. Imagine waking up every day knowing your next paycheck depends on whether or not you can beat another human being in a cage. Not just compete, beat. That kind of pressure messes with your head. Fighters aren't just training their bodies. They're constantly battling doubt, fear, anxiety. They're human, but they're expected to be machines. Outside the gym, it doesn't get much easier. Most fighters aren't rolling in money. In fact, unless you're at the top of the food chain, MMA doesn't pay what people think it does. They're balancing side jobs, sponsorship deals if they're lucky, and maybe even sleeping in their cars between training sessions. All to chase a dream that could crumble with one bad fight, one wrong move, one injury. Relationships, that's another battlefield. Long hours, travel, mood swings from brutal weight cuts. It's not exactly date night material. Maintaining a stable relationship while preparing for war is a challenge most fighters don't even talk about. The emotional toll is real, and sometimes the ones they love most don't get it, or they just can't handle it. Let's not forget about the weight cuts. Cutting 15 to 20 pounds in a week? That's not just discipline, it's borderline torture. No water, no food, sauna sessions that feel like your soul is melting. It's physically dangerous, mentally exhausting, and yet they do it. Over and over again. For the shot, for the moment, for the fight. And when they lose, it's not just an L on their record. It's a hit to their identity. They don't go back to an office or a cubicle. They go back to the gym, bruised ego and all, and start climbing again. Because fighters don't just fight their opponents, they fight their own demons, their doubts, their pain, their past. But here's the part that'll really get you. They love it. Deep down, through all the chaos and struggle, there's a fire, a love for the grind, a love for the test, for pushing their limits and seeing what they're made of. That's what separates fighters from the rest of us. They don't just survive the pain, they embrace it. So yeah, being an MMA fighter isn't just about training. It's about heart, grit, sacrifice, obsession. It's about waking up every day ready to go to war, with the world, with their opponent, and most of all with themselves. Thanks for sticking around and reading all the way through. If you're into raw stories, real people, and the truth behind the glory, we're glad you're here. Appreciate you for following us. You're the reason we keep doing this. Stay curious, stay real.